Today we are going to discuss Sparknotes. For those of you not familiar, Sparknotes is basically the online version of Cliff Notes. It has chapter summaries, study guides, character lists, themes and symbolism, and so much more. There are also sections on other subjects such as biology, chemistry, film study, math, and more. It is really your all-in-one resource for school help. To get there, we are going to go to sparknotes.com. And you can also Google it if that's easier for you. This is their main webpage. They have their top titles listed here, as well as icons to search depending on what you're looking for. And one nice thing about Sparknotes is that it does have No Fear Shakespeare. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, No Fear Shakespeare is a translation from the original text to a more modern language. And this can be very helpful if you have difficulty understanding Shakespeare. If you ever wanted to look at this, all you have to do is click on the Shakespeare icon. And the No Fear Shakespeare has its own section here. So you can click on any book and it will open up the different acts in that book. And then you can click on any act and it will show you the original text as well as a more modern version. So if you desired, you could read every Shakespeare book for free on this website along with the modern translation. If there was a specific book you were looking for, you can click in the search box right here and type in the title. So let's go ahead for another classic. We will search for Pride and Prejudice. If you wanted to get chapter summaries of this book, you are going to click on this top results, which says the Pride and Prejudice Study Guide. You'll also see it does have full text as well, and that is because the copyright is so old that it's now public domain, so you will see full text options available for older books. As you can see at the top, there are tabs for the study guide, the full text, and then if you were interested, they also have memes and infographics about this book as well. Then under these tabs, here are other different topics to help you navigate through the Pride and Prejudice study guide. You can also scroll down the page to look at each topic. They have summaries, character lists, main ideas, and under the main ideas, that's where you're going to get into your themes, your symbols, you're going to analyze your plot, you're also going to have settings and different similes and metaphors, important quotes, and then they'll also have other further study for you if you wanted to take different quizzes and see how well you do at that. So Sparknotes will give you a summary for each chapter. So you can click on each chapter to get started. So here it gives you the summary between chapters 1 through 2 here, and then 3 through 4. And then it will go into an analysis after each chapter summary. And at the very bottom, you just have to click the next section to go to the next set of chapters. You can also click up here on the top of the page if you wanted to move around. So if you wanted a character list, you can click here. And then this gives you all the characters. You can also click to read an in-depth analysis of the characters. And this is a pretty easy website to navigate. And then if you click on the main ideas, that's where you're going to get really in-depth into this book. And you can click on any one of these and it will open up a guide for you on that subject. Once again, if you wanted to test your knowledge, all you have to do is go to further study, and that is where you can take a full book quiz, and then they also have quizzes and study questions as well. If you were writing an essay on this book, you can also go to the Writing Help tab, and this will give you different tips to help you write your essay. And for those of you who did want to directly cite Sparknotes, there is this nice option here on how to cite the Sparknotes, depending on what format you're using in your paper. So this, all in all, is a great resource for English classes. And if you're interested in a different subject, you can click on the other subjects up here at the top, and you can select one from the list. And as you can see, there are a lot of different helpful guides depending on what subject you're interested in. So we can click on any one of these to learn more. So we'll click on math. And you are just going to navigate this the way we just did with Pride and Prejudice. You are going to go to whatever section you needed help with. So let's say you really needed help with circles under geometry. And then it opens up different topics under circles. It also gives you a list of different terminology that may help as well. And there are also study problems as well if you wanted to do some examples on your own. But you can click on any one of these and it will just open a page and discuss that. This concludes our overview with Sparknotes. This is a fantastic resource not only for English classes, but for other subjects as well. So go ahead and play around with it and see what you can find.